Hi guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel, and on this playlist we are going to be looking at Python and statistics for data science. Now, I need you to check out this playlist. It has a lot around Python or introduction to data science with Python, and so we'll be looking at statistics. Now, today what we are going to be doing is we're going to be talking about formula features. So in statistics, we have formulas, right? And a lot of people really get worked up trying to figure out how they will understand formula. So a lot of people just have that fear for statistics and all. So what we're going to do today, we're going to look at formulas and we'll pick out each of their features and then try to understand how that relates to doing analysis in for data science or whatever it is you're doing in data science. So the first thing we're going to do is to view the formula. So I already have an image of the formula. So the first thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use IPython. From IPython, I'm going to use display, and I'm going to import image and display. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Now that's the first thing I'll do. The next is I am going to put an image part, so to the image that I'm going to be dealing with. So I have the image already in my directory, which is important. You should have your image in your directory. I have that, and I run this. So this is my image. So now I want to display this, and so we could take it from there. So I use the display, I call image, and then inside of it, I have my file name, and the file name I want to use is image path. So here it is. And so let's see if we have our image. So this is what our image looks like. So this is the mean. So we're going to be looking at the mean itself. Right, now the question is, what all these features in the mean, what does this mean? Now, we often have situations where where you would normally just import a model in Python and just use the mean. But today I'm just going to show you a few things about the mean, and then, for those who get scared about it, about all this, your fear is baseless, basically. And so here we go. Now, so we have the mean. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at is this that looks like an X. So what that is the symbol. Is the symbol of, that is the symbol for the mean. So that's what this is, right? Now, you see this guy over here? This guy over here is the symbol for, it represents summation. So that's what it is. It represents summation, right? Meaning you are going to add up all the values that follow. So that's what it is, right? Now, and so when we talk about the values that follow, you can see that we have here, you can see the I equals to 1, right? So that's the first data point, and to the last data point, which is n. So that's what this is, right? Then you see the x over here, right? So I haven't mentioned this. So the n, right? The I equals to, where you see I equals to 1 means from the first data point, right? And then when you see I equals to n, and that's basically saying to the last data point. So that's what we are looking at, to the last data point. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is what xi is. So you see the xi here. So it's a subscript, basically. It's x subscript I is an index. So what it means is that we are looking at data points, right? So the data points in your data set, and so it's basically going to go from 1 to n. So basically what we have is x1, x2 to n. So individual values that you're averaging, right? The n is basically, so that's basically what we're dealing with. And finally, we're going to be looking at the n over here, so which is, you know, the denominator, right? So the denominator n is, you know, is basically your data point. Is you divide the sum of all your data points to get the mean. So that's where the denominator n, that's what it means. So so here's what we're going to do. So to put everything into perspective, first I'm going to also import NumPy. So now this is us doing our analysis now using Python models. After we understand what this means, then we come over here, and so we import NumPy, right? Now I'm going to create like a sample data set, right? So here is a sample data, not a data set. So we just look at it and say these are scores. Could be scores for anything. So we just call this scores, and so I create a list. So a list is a data type. So we have 80, we have 85 or 84, we have 67, we have 78, just a bunch of random numbers, and we have 90. Oops, right? So we have this. Now you see, this is our data point. So if we go back here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a summation, right? Starting from the very beginning, 1, to the very end, n, and we are going to look at our data point. So the total number of our data points, you can see. So if we're looking at the data set and we're looking at our data points, right? And then we're going to divide it by, right? You get it, the sum of all the data points. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna sum all this, summation, divide by n, right? Now to do that, we're now going to have to calculate the mean. Right, and to calculate the mean, I'm just going to call this mean underscore score, right? And now I just say MP, and NumPy has the mean function to it, and basically that's what it does. It takes the mean. It just gets the mean. That's what it does. If you look over here, it computes the arithmetic mean. So yep. And so inside here, I'm just going to put scores. So that I put the scores in here, and then I run this. So I can basically print this and open and basically use fstring and say the mean score is, and then put this and write mean score in here, and then we cover it. And so basically what we have is the mean score is 79.8. So basically this you see over here is what you're seeing over here. So watch the video again to understand the formula features, and I'm going to be doing this, you know, consistently, picking out some statistical formulas and then showing you what it means, then going ahead to use Python and using any package, maybe statistics package or SciPy, to show you how that works with a very tiny data point. So like, subscribe, and share with your friends who are trying to learn data science one object at a time.